Hi, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, I'm going to be discussing the 1965 movie classic, Dr. Zhivago, starring Omar Sharif, Rod Steiger, and I forgot the ones who played the two female leads in this film. But this movie is way too long, way overbloated. It's almost 3.5 hours long, but approximately about 3 hours and 20 minutes long. About around 3 hours and 25 minutes long, more or less. And this movie is it was directed by the same guy who directed the Oscar-winning film from 3 years earlier, Lawrence of Arabia. So this is his next film. But unfortunately, he did not win. He did not win for Best Picture, because it went to Sound of Music. This is more of a sugary sweet movie, and this one is not so sugary sweet. Of course, those who don't know the story of Dr. Zhivago, it is based on a novel of the same name. And so it's Omar Sharif as the title character, and it was in almost the entire movie. And it does play out like they released previous for Lawrence of Arabia and the 1982 Oscar winner, Gandhi, where it shows what happens to him in the beginning, and then the majority of the movie is in flashbacks, and then goes to, the main, the current time in the end of the film. That's what happens with Gandhi, that's what happens with Lawrence of Arabia, and now it's happening with this film. So it's again? The entire movie's a flashback? That's what happened in this film. Of course, it starts off with a Russian general. I think it was at the time of World War II almost, or during the Communist Revolution. That's what most of the movie takes place in. During World War One, before, during, and after World War One. And several years later, you had a Russian general who was supposed to be Dr. Zhivago's half-brother in the film. Contacts Dr. Zhivago's illegitimate daughter and says, "Oh, you're this person?" And at first she denies it, but then you realize that this is Dr. Zhivago's actual illegitimate daughter. And the rest of the movie, the general is telling her Dr. Zhivago's whole backstory, until when he finds out that he's dead. His lover, the girl's mother, is dead, and you're the only living relative that I have. So I want to know, are you really this person or not? And she goes, let me think about that, and walks out, and the movie pretty much ends. That's how the movie pretty much ends. So, but the entire movie is about really Dr. Zhivago's entire backstory. It's a real slow movie, and to me it's all over the place sometimes. It goes to how he was an orphan, was taken in by his stepfather, and how he has his guitar who was his biological mother's, and how he fell in love with another girl, and then how he met his lover, who was his nurse, and when he was working as a doctor during World War One, and then he had the Russian Communist Revolution after that, and so you had him trying to survive the Communist Revolution when the Bolsheviks were thrown out of power. So you had all this stuff going on, and with Dr. Zhivago trying to survive it, he gets captured by the Russian army and was forced to work as an army doctor. And then you never saw him again. You never heard from him with his lover, never heard from his lover, and all that type of thing. Never heard any of that stuff. And it's really, and I may not be explaining this thing right, but this thing takes way too long to explain everything about how he first was a doctor. He had this nurse was looking for her husband, who was at first a revolutionary in the Bolshevik Russian government, and when the Tsars were in power. Then he changed his name and became this big war criminal that everybody was hunting down for. And didn't realize that this guy was her husband. And first the girl was involved with Rod Steiger, who was raping her, beating her up. And then on the side, she marries this guy who was a real boyfriend, real love interest for this girl, and never found out that he was killed. Or eventually, he got executed. This girl's husband, while she was carrying on an affair with Dr. Zhivago. And it's really crazy stuff going on here. And then Rod Steiger comes on later on after he finds out that Dr. Zhivago and this girl, who he loved earlier, was raping earlier in the film, says, "Look, I can help get you guys out of here." And Dr. Zhivago says, "Screw you, and I don't want any help from you." And the girl feels the same way. But reluctantly, the girl says, "Okay, I'll go and help you. I'll go with you, and you can help me get out of Russia." That's because she was more reasonable. He wasn't, because Dr. Zhivago wasn't, because he knew that Rod Steiger's character used to beat her up and raped her all the time and all that stuff. So he said, "I'm not, interested in help because look what he did to her before. That's why I don't want any help from you." And so then Dr. Zhivago gets captured by the Russian army and forced to be a Russian doctor, or a TV or a army surgeon, even though it was not his field. But he was forced to do it again, the second time. And meanwhile, he lost track of everybody. And then found out years later he died of a heart attack because he thought he saw his former lover, and he tried to run down the street, and he collapsed and had a heart attack in the street and died. And never knew what happened with each other after that, and all that stuff. And meanwhile, he had a wife and a son, so he was cheating on his wife with this other girl. So, and then he had a child with the other girl. So it's like, whoa, it's like real soap opera type stuff. And I felt that was just too long. It was at least an hour too long, because they stretched everything out. In an epic like this, usually 9 times out of 10 they stretch the story out to cover almost 3.5 hours. And there was a time back then. I mean, they have these movies going way too long. I can imagine if Dr. Zhivago came out today in 2019, people would be screaming and throwing a fit about how long this movie is. I just thought this movie was boring. It was boring because it was so long. I mean, if it was cut down, at least by maybe a half hour shorter, I probably would have liked it more. Because they stretched it too long with the train ride when they left Moscow to go to live in another house they had in the country with Dr. Zhivago and his family. And I thought that whole train sequence part was way too long and too padded out. If they just cut that sequence down a little bit, it would have been a lot better watch. But Omar Sharif, even though I'm supposed to hate the guy's guts because he's an Arab and a Muslim, I'm Jewish, so the whole Muslim Israeli thing going on. But he always usually gives a good performance. I mean, he can always give a good performance in his movies, despite the fact that he probably most likely hates Israel and hates Jews. But he works for him as an actor, so which is weird. In my opinion, he's one of the better actors during the era. He was in Funny Girl with Barbra Streisand. He was, of course, in Lawrence of Arabia and this movie. Those are only 3 films that he's really known for. I'm sure he's done others, but these are the 3 roles that Omar Sharif is known for. And you also have Rod Steiger in there. He just came off the movie he did over a decade earlier with On the Waterfront. So and within 2 years, Or 3 years after this film, he would finally win an Oscar for Best Actor, Steiger, for In the Heat of the Night. So it's funny to see him in other roles other than that one, or on the Waterfront either. And he does all the movies that I know Steiger for, and of course for Oklahoma. I forgot to mention it was in the musical Oklahoma. So that's my review of Dr. Zhivago. Please click on the video, please rate it. Please subscribe to my channel, please follow this video on your Facebook pages. You can check out all my reviews and on my YouTube channel, rallyc.com, it's all WDY, C.com. There's a whole page in Rally Review with Christy Moore, and please check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.